Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk Thinking Right out here in my lab. Where I do what I do for you. Got a nice little lesson for you. I got my phone here so I can tap into some information I'm gonna break down for you. So let's get the party started. I got something good for you today. You know how we do. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Oh, you will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken up. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to Maya, be true. Right thinkers. I talk a little smack today, I guess, with it, but no, it's really education here. I'm trying to teach a concept. All right. Right thinkers, let's talk about how knowledge learned and lived leads to true wisdom. I got the definition of wisdom and the wise man written down here, so I'm going to jump over here to my form right here.
Wise man.
A man versed in magic, witchcraft, or astrology. Little vague for my taste, personally, but that's what this says about the definition of a wise man. And then here, people also ask, what is a wise man in the Bible? Now, this is what you got to read, the definition. And do you fit the definition? A wise man in the Bible. In the Bible, a wise man or a woman is someone who fears God, is humble, discerning, and lives a life of integrity and truthfulness. I'm a man of the Bible. Wise man, what? Those are qualities that I exhibit. So I ain't got to be a Christian or the Bible lover to live those qualities, because I sure do. And I'm agreeing with that. True biblical wisdom isn't just intellect. Thank you. It's a spiritual, moral quality demonstrated through what? Meekness, gentleness, mercy, and willingness to what? Learn. Ears open and accept correction, ultimately showing itself in how one handled life and its issues on a day-to-day basis. I ain't got a problem with that. Characteristics of a wise person. Excuse me. Fear of the Lord. True wisdom begins with reverence and a proper awe of God. In Proverbs, I ain't into the Bible, but I'm just reading the Bible definition. Again, I fit the bill. That doesn't mean I'm a Christian or I'm biblical. It just means that's the quality that I exhibit of a wise person. That's what I want to get across. What's the meaning of the wise men? Again, in the Bible. Wise men, referring to the Magi from the Christmas story, are believed. What the hell? What just happened? What the hell just happened? Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. But the wise men came to represent the queen, the county, all that, again. Wise men. Not that one. What is a wise man? There we go. All right. biblical meaning. All right, here we go. The wise men of the Bible. All right, right quick. Let me get this out the way. That one, the biblical was the guy, the wise men of the Bible. I got all the one, but then the wise man. Okay, what exactly is the wise guy? Normal, cocksure, conceited. I don't want that. I don't want the wise guy. What is the wise man of the Bible? The wise person demonstrates good judgment. Okay, characteristic. Yeah. Identify a true wise man. Question: how you identify a true wise man? Here are 5 characteristics of a wise individual according to the study. Let's see if you fit the bill. A thirst for exploration, a deep concern for others, the ability to regulate emotions, learning from life experiences, the ability to self-reflect. That was done on December 15, 2023. How can you tell a wise person what the quality of a wise person, where the guy, how does the wise man behave? Let's see. How does a wise man behave? A wise person is thoughtful, mindful of others' feelings and needs. This means taking the time to understand the perspective and situations of those around us. Consideration can be practiced in what? Everyday interactions by showing kindness, selfless service, being patient, and offering help when needed. I fit the bill for that too, so I'm on up in this place. So again, I don't do the title slinging. I just do the work. And if the work justifies the means, by all means, you can call me that. Moving on. Wisdom comes from experience. Life, best teacher. What? Experience? I can talk till I get blue in the face. I can teach everything I learned. But I learned mine from the best teacher. Experience. That's what I teach from. My lesson I learned from my experience again. And so, yeah, I learned from what? The best teacher I can be taught by. Experience. Life. That's what our elders, that's what your older people, if they got nothing else, they got life experience, so they know something. And if not, that's not good for them. Wise men or women, or wise men this time, are those guys who have put what? Years of work and living and what? Gaining their wisdom through what? Daily life experiences. That's why after 50, 60 years, you pretty wild, you pretty versed in what it is you living. If you're living it that way, that's how it's done. I'm only in 30-something, so I'm still got ways to go. I'm still a young pup. I'm still learning. I know that, and I ain't got a problem with that. I'm a wise man in training. I ain't got that over yet, okay? I study daily to gain wisdom and knowledge, and I have my own experiences that I lived on a daily basis, so I can teach from that, and I'm still learning to carry on to what? To add on to my teachers or daily lifestyle. I got a bunch of stuff doing in my life to what? Prove what? And earn my wisdom title as a wise man. I'm still in training. I ain't got a problem with that, but I'm still better than the most, a lot. Self-knowledge is what you have to live and obtain, and that will make you what? Wiser from what? Your experiences by just practicing what you learn to obtain self-mastery. It's a work, okay, it's a process. I'll give you that lesson too. My wisdom comes from my life experiences, not the words from the book. I read a lot of books. I got a whole bunch of, but I had to put them what? Them lessons into my life, implement them, see what they work, and do their work. That's where my wisdom comes from. And I tell you, I read daily. I keep books around me what? To gain information, to obtain knowledge of things that interest me. How about that? That's all. And I read and study daily. Yes, but my wisdom is from what I experience daily in life. Past, present, and future. I expound on all that as I go. Trust me. My personal philosophy is teaching only what I learned and experienced for myself. That's why I think philosophy. I only teach you what I know, not what someone else know. No, not what I heard. No, not what I believe. No, just what I experienced. That's enough for me to teach from. I don't need to do nothing, add nothing, or take away. That's good enough for me. And being what they say now, a spiritual philosopher, I give what I call life lessons that was learned by me. Not from the books, no, from what I learned. I can tell you, I speak from here, not there. I studied for them to take it and do what I do with it, put my little do on it, and then present it to you, okay? And I always season it with what? My spice. I know God. How you know God? Okay, for myself. Through conversation, internal experience, and doing things I'm doing now. And if what you do don't earn you blessings, you're doing something wrong. When I figured out if I do this, God to do that, I've been doing that ever since. I do know God, aka thyself. Why? And that's what I teach others daily to what? To know for yourself. You put this work in, it'll happen for you. Trust me. Kundalini don't care. You rise it, you do the right thing, it will rise. Do. They gotta know the right tune. Now, my earned blessings daily proves to me. I don't need your approval about God. No, I don't give a damn what you think and feel about God. If you know him, then we're in the same wavelength. If not, we ain't on the same wavelength. Why? I know God for myself. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. We can share blessings. If you're being blessed, then you should know God too. There is a God, and I know for myself why. That's who blesses me. I don't know about you. I can't speak for you. I speak for me. Man, my pastor share blessings what? Daily. He's the pastor. So he's supposed to, I don't know what that's holding, but yeah, I hold myself accountable to the same way, the same status of what? Doing the right thing. I ain't gotta be a pastor to do that. I'm just being a right thinker. All right. The words that I speak from the heart are what I consider to be the truth. How? That I learned for myself. I'm not speaking from belief or speculation. I'm speaking from experience. That's why. And my wisdom comes from what I experienced. I'm speaking the truth. And I'm speaking from a wisdom concept of what? Having done it. Experience. That's different. Yeah, I fancy myself as a truth teller about what? My life experiences. I know a few things about life. I know a lot of things about me. Living this life. That's where it comes from. So I don't need a whole bunch of others. No, I just use me. That's good enough. Okay? Being wise comes from learning. And then what? Living what you learn. That's called the right life. And at that point in time, life is good when you're living it right. I'm having a ball. I'm enjoying the ride. I don't control the conditions or the situation that I'm in, but I sure control me, and I'm just as good as can be. Can you say that? That's the goal, is to be able to say just that in earnest, knowing that, listen, whatever's going on, I'm good. I mean, I know that stuff. I'm wise enough to realize what I don't know, but I'm smart enough to realize what I do know, and I live that. My spiritual philosophy, again, works for me because I live it. It'll work for you the same way if you did. It don't pick and choose. Again, it's going to do what it do. You do right, you get rewarded. I do this, what, daily. You can do too, what? It'll work for you if you put in the work like I do. I ain't shame, ain't no secret. I'm trying to tell you, do this and that's what'll happen. You already know that if you did that. That's my next thing. My stuff, my work ain't outside. My stuff is internal, mental. Again, spiritual. My philosophy can be practiced by anyone who wants to know themselves. If your goal ain't to know you, then what I got ain't going to work for you. Why? That's what its purpose. Purpose is to get you to know you. If you got any other intent with it, there ain't no use. Trust me. I personally don't need to be told, oh, you're a wise man. My ego don't need to be fed. He don't get off on that. Okay, so that ain't soup me up and try to gas me. Don't work. Insult me again. Don't work. What? I'm where I need to be. So either way, it don't bother me. But to tell me, I don't need to be told by you that I'm a wise man. I ain't bragging, but I know that already. Why? That's what I'm striving to do. That's my purpose. And to be recognized as that means I'm doing my job. you can't talk right, think right, and don't act right. If what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. Why? They lying. Words should match the action. That's my yacht. That's balance. Hello, there you go. Starting to get philosophical with you now since I'm a spiritual philosopher. I can throw all my spiritual philosophies out there now. Wisdom, here's one. Wisdom is not just learned. Knowing thyself is what becoming wise from what the experience that takes to do that. Again, my philosophy. If life haven't taught you some valuable lessons, aka wisdom has passed you by. If you didn't learn nothing through life, and no fool like an old fool. An old fool just don't know himself. He know the life that he went through, but he just ain't been paying attention, so it passed him by. Okay, the wisdom and learning life that he didn't learn, it passed him by. So you got, but there's something he just didn't learn. He'll be back. She'll be back. Okay? Wisdom is having your own life's experiences as your teacher, not just not just being a teacher. Okay. Wisdom is having life experiences as your teacher. Okay. Ain't no better teacher than what? Experience. That's how you become wise, through the experience. Again, living, doing, and being leads to the results. Where we at? Wisdom. Okay. My wisdom comes from my life experience. Again, my wisdom is mine. Yours is yours, and you have the right to have yours. In which I have my life experiences from entertaining wisdom. I've had many experiences, so I've got a few educational things that put me in a position where I have knowledge of a few things that I can expound on. AKA wisdom. Excuse me. But the best part about obtaining your own wisdom, you doing it, you living it, you learn it, you practice it, you doing everything. All the work is on you, and God will recognize you just for that. Put the work, use it. Why? And you'll get something in return. Okay, no, trust me on this one. When you get self-knowledge, when you have self-mastery, when you earn your ability to say, I know thyself, there's a reward that comes with that. Okay? I have no wisdom in areas that don't interest me. I ain't saying I know everything. I don't have a clue about a whole bunch of stuff. That ain't my interest. Could care less about it. So, if I want to learn it, yeah. If not, don't mean difference to me. Just like what I do, some people could care less about. Again, freedom of choice. But things that don't interest me, spiritually or intellectually. If I can't get no spiritual knowledge, if I can't get no intellectual knowledge, I'm not wasting my time. Simple as that. Talking, listening, watching don't make a difference to me. If it ain't doing nothing for me, I'm not putting no effort or time into it. That's all. Moving on. If, this is the last one, I'm taking it home now. And my point here, appreciate you tuning in. If you know thyself, that means you know all you ever need to know about anything else. Again, my philosophy, why? As long as I know me, and I got the mastery of me by living, doing, and being, that's all I need to know. Some of us ain't got that. So to know everything else and not know you, I'm not riding that train. Moving on. And I have what we know I call master knowledge of self, that I put the time, energy, effort in to do just that by my experiences, and I practice after learning what I was supposed to learn. I put it to use. I practice it. I manifested it. That's where the change takes place, in the work that you put in. All wise men and women have reached a level of self-mastery from from their own, each one experienced in each one of them lives. And they all tell you to a man, yeah, I know. Why? Because I experienced it. To know God is to experience what? His mercy, His grace, and His blessing, whatever you want to call it. That's the difference. And wisdom is earned. It's not given. You can't buy it, sell it. It is to be lived and what? Taught to others. Knowledge is supposed to be passed along. I'm getting mine from somebody. I got it from somebody. I'm using it. I'm appreciating it. And what? Passing it to somebody else. Yeah. But right now, I'm still running. I ain't done yet. I'm by no means, I ain't done. So I'm still running with mine. So my thing is to get everybody can get it to them. Get it to them. Why? Then they'll take it and do what they got to do. It's the spiritual knowledge relay. I'm just part of the team. Okay, right now, I got the baton and I'm doing my security riches. I'm hauling ass. You want to dance with me? Get on. Why? You got to be fast in thought. Let's go. In wit. Being a master of oneself is the highest goal in life, not just for right things, but for any human being. That's the goal of reaching the highs. That's the goal of resurrection, goal for all people, not just right things, but we all pay attention to that because that's what we're striving to do. And you can do just that when before you die. And when you do that life, reach that life, the level, the highest goal in life. So yeah, Mr. Wright is what? The spiritual philosopher. Listen to his teachings. Why? He know a few things. Trust him. Being a master of oneself, okay? And that's what I am. I can tell you how to be master of yourself. I'm here every day doing just that. Wrapping it up, taking it home. Again, appreciate you tuning in. Wisdom, again, is earned after years of what? Study and practice of what? Living right. That's how I got it. So trust me. Follow my concept. Why? It worked for me. It'll work for you too. I got you. If you need any help, tune in. Let me know. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me 100 miles a day. So I know my right thinkers who have what? Knowledge and learn how to lead themselves to become wise have passed away. The path is hard, but the rewards is great.